Well, I'll be, will be happy to answer any of your questions as long as you limit it to this function, right? That is not connected with this event.
Many times, will you please come back?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I'm from Bilkul Online. So, which sectors of education do you think personally where scholarships needed to be introduced?
What's the question?
Which sectors education scholarships are required?
I think there is a lot of opportunity and the aspiration of children is to enter different walks of life, is to enter different areas of education, go higher and higher up in that particular field. So I do believe that it is very important to create incentive for our children to excel in every area. That's what it is.
So another question. So how important do you think is a scholarship for a student? And sir, can you share any of your personal experience with it?
Yeah. But you want me to define excellence?
No, he wants to know how important is scholarship for a student. Any personal experience?
But
Did you win any scholarships? How did it
he
help you?
wanted Professor Bhaskar to answer. That's where I got confused. In order to provide opportunity to people to excel in whatever they do, you need incentives. And at this point in time, where we have, thanks to our Prime Minister, where we have lofty ambitions, we have big dreams, and everybody accepts that at this point in time we have to encourage anybody that excels in any area of or in any vocation. Therefore, these scholarships become very important tools of recognition, and they are very much necessary if we want youngsters to excel in whatever it is they do. That's what's happening.
So,
I'll just reiterate what Narayana Murthy Sahib has already said, that today we require brightest mind in order to compete in the global economy. And there are many bright people whose talent may be lost or a country may be deprived of their talent because they did not get opportunity to educate themselves and come to the most competitive frontier because of the lack of money. And that's why scholarships play the most important role, not only for that individual, but that talent which could have been lost may end up contributing and changing the face of society, make a much larger impact. So that is why scholarships are important from that perspective, that any soul or any bright mind should not be thinking that since there is a lack of money, since there is a lack of financial resources, I should not pursue this dream, I should settle for some mediocre job.
Are there any eligibility criteria that the institution has set up for this? Because only purely going by merit may not essentially mean that a person who is economically not in a great position will qualify. How would you figure this out?
Absolutely well said. So it's not only there are scholarships which are based upon merit. For example, this scholarship is meant for the topper of the first year. So we need to encourage that segment in order so that they feel inspired to even excel further. But then in our bouquet of scholarships, there are plenty of scholarships which are merit cum means scholarships, where we first check the means and then within that we check the merit. And there are a bunch of scholarships we have which are meant for women candidates also. So even the women candidates should be given this extra encouragement. So it's not that we have only one type of scholarship, we have a variety of scholarships. We have also scholarships related to certain functional area, that we are excelling in finance or marketing or whatever that functional area, that then if you are in the merit, you will be given. So merit cum means are plenty of scholarships available, or I would say majorly or dominant set of scholarships are means related scholarships. But then there are in our bouquet we have these scholarships also encourage that you need to go beyond your capabilities to excel and drive drive ahead of everybody else in the class.
Sir, as you mentioned, IMA already has have multiple scholarships. Are they fully funded?
A little bit louder.
Sir, my name is Niyati. I work with Akbar Mira. My question is, are these IMA's already existing scholarships are fully funded, like Mr. Murthy has sponsored, not just tuition fees, but the entire course fee and the hostel and other expenses also? And any plans to kind of, moving forward in the direction that he has led you?
Okay. So I'll just say that
One, those who are competent to acquire an education should not be denied. So you need to support anyone and everyone. And if they don't have the means, you have to support. But secondly, those who perform well, you have to give them the incentive to perform even better. And today there is one scholarship. I am sure that tomorrow in the next batch, so many people will vie for it. And therefore, so many people will improve their performance. And then there are scholarships which take care of diversity. We are saying women are not coming on, or we want to promote a particular function. So they serve a variety, and I think we need all kinds of scholarships, not just one or the other.
So can I ask one more question?
During the lecture, you talked about management vis-a-vis the technology and how management is more important. In the present context with AI, Google audit has been quoted saying that students should become farmers. Now, do you think more tech students should go to management schools than go for higher tech studies?
No, I don't think that's what I said. We need technology. We need management. We need arts. We need music. We need painting. We need everything. However, one thing that we have to accept is when you want to bring together a set of well qualified technologies and they have a highly aspirational objective, they have to work together in harmony. There has to be happy interpersonal relationships. The leader has to learn how to incentivize them. Oh, now, technology schools, they focus on technology, rightly so. That's their job. Management schools, on the other hand, focus on organizational behavior, on how to manage finance, how to manage team members, how to lead teams, etc. So, at certain level, technology becomes more important than management. At certain other levels, management becomes more important than technology. It all depends on the context. So, everything is needed. I don't think it is either technology or management. You need both. But in the exercise of nation building, in providing leadership to achieve the high economic growth that our Prime Minister wants, management is very. But I was saying, in my own experience, I was full of myself in terms of technology. I thought technology was the end all. So when I came to IIM, first few years I was not very impressed. Because the technology was there. But I slowly realized, after talking to some wonderful, that bringing these people together, setting an aspirational outlook, enthusing these people, and make them walk on water, that is as important, in some ways more important, if you want that multiplier effect. That's right.
With AI doing most of the tech jobs, is it better for students to switch to management?
No, I don't think AI will do all the job. Any purpose of technology is to improve productivity, to reduce costs, to provide new means of bringing us together, to enhance communication amongst ourselves, etc., etc. And of course, to grow revenue, more profits, all of that in the private sector. AI is one of such technologies. It's there. It's a very critical technology. But at the end of the day, it is the smartness of the human mind that has created that. Therefore, I think the power of human mind, the power of imagination, will continue to be the primal force for our planet. The smartness of the professionals and leaders and managers needs to use AI in an assistive manner so that we improve productivity, reduce cost, etc. And that is where, while machine learning, by and large, it depends on structured, known methods. It basically makes multiple regression of large number of variables. However, the challenge that we have is self-learning algorithms. Now, the smartness of any society is building guardrails so that that self-learning algorithm does not destroy.
Technology sector, especially
No,
given
no,
this
I think
major challenge that you mentioned India is facing.
very justified concern. In 1971, when Britain introduced its first computerization, the unions were not strong. The then government did something very smart. They got hold of experts like this from Cambridge and Manchester, Oxford, Southampton, etc. And they held a discussion between the experts and the union leaders. And these experts explained how, thanks to computerization in banking, customers will benefit, how employees can spend more time in customer interaction, in customer empathy, etc., rather than in writing letters, and how the reduction of cost in banking is going to expand now. That's exactly it. Look at just India. We introduced what are called ALPS, automatic rental posting machines, in 1984. But thanks to the computerization that happened in 1992 93 in bank, today you see so many ATMs. ATMs are, that's technology. So many ATMs, so many bank branches, right? Everybody has benefited. The job creation has been huge in the banking sector thanks to technology. So I am not a pessimist in terms of use of technology in expanding.
So
With
last
this,
question. So do you advise
excuse me.
students to use?
Okay.
So do you advise students to use AI when it comes to solving projects, dissertations, or while studying? And do you think schools should start introducing or teaching AI in schools and colleges?
Well, AI is an important technology. It is going to have great impact for all of us. Therefore, in order to use the technology gainfully for the betterment of Indians, you have to first understand its strengths, understand its limitations, understand what to prevent and what to do. So therefore, it is a good idea for our country to look at the issue of studying AI at different levels, at user level, at engineer level, at application level, etc. So it's a good idea. Right?
So thank you all for joining and thank you all the dignitaries. Thank you, Murthy sir.